Let me ask you something. Are you working as a BMS engineer, BMS technician, supervisor, ELV engineer, facility engineer, or even in design and estimation and still feeling stuck? If yes, then I request you spend the next 5 to 10 minutes with me. Just give me that little time. And I'll show you how you can actually move your career to the next level. Because in this short video, you're not just going to hear about another training program. You'll see how you can move and understand the whole process of BMS engineering, from programming to design and estimation to configuration to testing and commissioning to graphics creation and even installation. If you've been dreaming of going from a repetitive operator or technician tasks into higher paying engineering roles, this might be the most important video you will watch today. Let me be real with you. Many of you are doing the same thing every single day, changing set points, monitoring alarms, preparing reports. It's the same cycle and there's no real growth. Some of you, you've been in the same operator role for 3, maybe even 5 years. And you're thinking, is this it? Am I going to stay stuck here forever? Many engineers new to building management systems, BMS roles, struggle with understanding HVAC operations, sequences of operation, programming, and system configurations. Others, you've gone for interviews and boom, rejected. Why? Because they asked you about DDC programming, commissioning, IO schedules, control schematics, graphics, interlocks, and you just weren't confident to answer. That rejection hurts. And maybe you're a BMS technician or supervisor, you have experience in installation or testing, but no exposure to commissioning or programming, so your resume looks like technician, not engineer. Companies see that gap and they filter you out. Some of you even have advanced degrees, bachelor's, master's, but you feel underutilized. You're doing a repetitive work while juniors move past you, and the thought creeps in, maybe I'll never catch up. And for those in ELV or facility roles, it's even more confusing. You know the basics, but you don't have a clear path into core BMS engineering, so you feel stuck in between. Facility engineers face a significant challenge with building management systems, BMS, including integration, management, and optimization. Issues with BMS suppliers, such as complex contracts, mismatched expectations, and inadequate support, can hinder operations. Troubleshooting BMS problems is difficult due to system complexity, proprietary platforms, and the need for specialized knowledge, leading to longer downtimes, increased energy costs, and potential safety concerns. The worst part, the training options out there. Either they're too expensive or they just give you theory without real hands-on practice. You attend sessions, but when you face a real project or interview, you're still not confident. And of course, let's be honest, financial pressure is always there. You can't just stop working, go back to college, or spend lakhs on courses that don't guarantee results. You need something practical, flexible, and focused. Let me share something personal with you. My name is Hamza Mohammed Ansari, founder of Smart Building Engineering. Over the last 10 plus years, I've worked across Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Oman, handling projects in airports, hospitals, malls, hotels, some of the biggest and most complex sites you can imagine. I've been involved in commissioning, programming, design, and estimation, all of it. But you know what? When I first entered this industry, I was actually scared. I had the same fear you might have right now. How will I handle programming? What if I fail in commissioning? Am I really ready for engineering roles? But here's the truth. Within just 3 months, yes, only 3 months, I was ready to take on any project. I went from being scared and unsure to working at the level of engineers who already had 10 years of experience. Now, let me be honest. The next 10 years of my career, it was mostly the same repeated jobs. And that's when it hit me, this isn't a rocket science. Anyone can learn this if they just get the right roadmap and guidance. Even if I gave you all my project details, all the tools and software I used, you'd realize the same thing. You can do this too. The only reason you're struggling is not because you're not capable, it's because you never got the right opportunity or direction. In fact, if you ask me, no job in any industry needs more than 3 to 5 months of focused effort to start performing at a good level. That's exactly why I built this course. My ultimate goal is not to overwhelm you with tons of technical theory and information. No, my goal is to give you a clear step-by-step roadmap into BMS engineering. A roadmap that takes away the confusion and fear and shows you exactly how to move from where you are now to where you want to be. So what exactly is this? It's the BMS engineering course, designed for professionals like you who want to upskill and move into higher roles. Now let me walk you through how the course is structured step by step. First, we start with BMS fundamentals. You will get a clear introduction to building management systems, what they are, why they matter, and how they control modern buildings. We cover sensors, actuators, controllers, communication protocols, and by the end, you will know exactly how all these parts fit together. Next, we move into BMS programming. This is where most people get stuck in interviews, right? So we go deep into programming controllers using BACnet, Modbus, and LonWorks. You'll learn control strategies for AHUs, FCUs, VAVs, and chillers. And this isn't just theory. I used to explain and show programming with real projects of HVAC sequence of operation. Then comes configuration and integration. Setting up these components might look tricky at first, but don't worry, it's super easy in the building management system BMS software. Just one click for each part. I'll walk you through everything, making sure the whole setup process is clear and simple to understand. After that, we cover testing and commissioning. This is where projects succeed or fail. You will go through pre-commissioning, commissioning processes, functional testing, performance verification, and even troubleshooting common issues. This module alone gives you the confidence to say, yes, I can handle site commissioning. Then we move to BMS graphics. You'll come to know how user-friendly graphics it is, create dashboards, and interactive monitoring interfaces. We show step-by-step process in creation of BMS graphics, so you can actually build the same kind of graphics used in real projects. And finally, we cover design and estimation. You'll learn how to understand project requirements, prepare BOQs and cost estimation, design control schematics, and system layouts. We'll even discuss value engineering and cost optimization strategies. So you'll not just be a programmer, but a well-rounded engineer ready to handle projects end-to-end. And here's the best part, along with all these modules, you get resume and interview prep. So you don't just learn, you get hired, live one-on-one. Supports over WhatsApp over next 3 months with me to clear your doubts. Flexible learning, you can study at your pace while working full-time. Now you might be thinking, does this really work? Let me share what my students say. Munzir from UAE said, even with 6 years of BMS experience, I had many doubts. This course cleared them and gave me confidence. Hamza even prepared me for my interview and I cracked it. Bhavana from India shared, this training directly helped me get selected by Siemens for a role in building automation, my dream job. Jyotsna from India said, the most valuable part was the hands-on projects. I actually learned how to configure HVAC and fire alarm integration. Now I feel confident even as a beginner. And Vijay from Kuwait said, before this course, I didn't know much about BMS. After completing it, I had a clear understanding and could apply it in real-time projects. Ashfaq from Saudi Arabia added, the instructors were knowledgeable, the sessions engaging, and the hands-on approach made it the best educational center I've attended. Gayatri from Saudi Arabia wrote, excellent course with well-planned structures. Atif from Qatar shared, this course covered all the topics related to BMS right from the start to the end. Definitely a must for anyone who wants to begin their career in this field. And Mohammed from UAE said, even someone with no technical background can understand the lessons easily because of Hamza's teaching style. These are real people just like you who moved from confusion and frustration to clarity, confidence, and career growth. Now here's something important. I don't take unlimited students. Why? Because I personally guide each one. That means only a limited number of slots are available each month. And once they're filled, you'll have to wait for the next batch. So ask yourself, can you really afford to lose more months, maybe another year, stuck in the same role, while others are moving ahead? So let me say it again. This isn't about drowning you in endless information. BMS info is already everywhere. What I'm offering is clarity, a structured step-by-step roadmap built from real projects, real commissioning, and real engineering challenges I've faced over the last 10 years. And I've already helped people just like you, operators, technicians, supervisors, ELV engineers, transition into BMS engineering roles with confidence. Should you require any assistance with clarifications, payment issues, or anything else, please do not hesitate to contact us via WhatsApp or email. You will find our contact details on this page. So click the button below, enroll today, and let's build your roadmap together. Don't wait another year stuck in the same role, doing the same tasks. You deserve to step up into BMS engineering, and I'll show you exactly how.